One of the most effective ways evil or corruption has been able to manipulate you to do whatever they want you to do is sex sells. Every aspect of any type of solution that's going to be involved with sex sells is going to be a completely wrong direction. You'll always be searching for that need that you think sex provides. For instance, get a bigger car, they'll use sex. This bird only talks when I start making a video. You can buy that big fancy sports car, thinking that you will get love. I mean, at the end of the day, what it is you're looking for is love, that love experience, that our universal world has convinced you that you don't have love. You are not a being that can attract love. So you need to get bigger boobs to get more love. You need to get that bigger car to have that love. And all of it is attached directly with sex. My warning to anybody is, if anybody is using sex in any way, shape, or form to manipulate you into a direction they call is the solution, is going to be the worst thing possible. Because from what I'm seeing is sex is something that you feel the most amazing love sensation. It's designed that way, which is why it's so manipulative, is because it's the strongest, most powerful sensation any human being can have, is the love sensation. And if you attach sex with love, you ain't seen sex yet. But if you have just free open sex that has zero love attached, after you have sex, you will feel empty. You will feel used. You will feel devalued. Every single time you have sex that has no love attached, it will mess up your mind big time. And you'll always be perpetuated to do what anybody else wants you to do. You'll always be in search of that love because you're always being convinced you don't have it. How can you have it if you keep repeating a pattern that keeps reminding you that you don't have love? If you have free, open sex all the time that has no meaning to it, how are you going to feel about yourself at the end of the day? I mean, it's so natural, so common right now. It's so foreign of an idea because it's been generations. I mean, they've been working on this plan to use sex to devalue human life for a very long time. That this idea that, oh, you mean sex can actually feel good if I actually love the person I'm having sex with? That's a foreign idea to you. You've been brainwashed to never, ever, ever attach and associate love with sex. Why? Because it'll constantly make you feel devalued. And as long as you're devalued, somebody can manipulate you into a path to your own friggin' destruction. You will not be able to think for yourself. You will not be able to find your answers. You will always be guided down somebody else's direction because you have no value for yourself. So I'd be very, very careful with anybody coming up with any idea that we need to devalue love, devalue self, and use sex in the process. Sex has been the one evil guide that's manipulated, all of humanity to purchase all your shit, to be the consumerism that developed this corporate world that it's sort of taken over the planet. And they've devalued human life, so they don't give a shit if it kills you in the process. It's total insanity. So you need to be the judge. Do you want to experience love in your life and have a value for yourself, or do you want to have just free sex and with no meaning attached to it whatsoever? Actually leave the experience without you even being aware that the whole process is kind of making you feel a little dirty, a little unrespected, like the words that are even said during sex are, I love you, I care about, but then at the end of the day when the guy doesn't phone you back or the girl doesn't, give a shit about you, you're completely devastated. And while being devastated, shocked and, oh my God, then you're going to try and fit in with society. You'll be able to buy those bigger boobs. You will do everything your society says. This is how you're going to get more and more sex if you just buy this. Just go down this path. Then and one day you will get love. And it's like, no, you've devalued yourself completely. You will never, ever, ever find that loving partner as long as you don't have value for self. Just my opinion. I could be wrong. Peace out.